I've been part of the San Marino community for a long time. I live in town. My grandparents built a home here back in the 1940s, and my mother and my uncle went through San Marino schools. So I've seen and experienced a lot of history. The thread that I think is consistent over time is the community's level of expectation of our schools. The community expects our schools to be excellent.
Excellence is an expectation, and there's no reason not to achieve that. We don't have the obstacles that are present in other communities.
It's not enough for us to be a good school. We want to continue to be a great school. And if we're going to do that, we have to make sure that we are educating the whole child. We're able to make sure that the students here in our school have all the resources that they need to have.
The children are our clients, and we take that very seriously. We're all here for the benefit of the children.
There's a commitment from the community that you just don't see in California, especially in a major metropolitan area that's got this little small town hidden away that not too many people know about, and there's just a commitment to doing what's right for kids and for looking for new ways of defining excellence.
Many parents moved here because of that excellent education.
I knew right away this would be a school that I would want my own children to go to. We have parents who just really believe in the importance of education for their children and know how important it is to have well-rounded children that have the chance to get a good education.
Our children are growing in all aspects of their being, academically, emotionally, artistically, creatively. We do see that as essential in this community.
And that's what I had growing up. Growing up in Nebraska, that's what we did. We didn't have all the resources, we didn't have all the support from the state, but we made it happen and had a great experience. And I saw a lot of that in this community.
Parents and members of the communities all over our state believe that public education is free. But a high quality, excellent public education is not free. It demands the support financially and of time to make our schools excellent. The state doesn't do it all for us. As a matter of fact, even with the new funding formulas under the local control funding formula, San Marino doesn't come out any better.
There really is a gap in funding. This high school receives, relatively speaking, very little money from the state.
Everything that comes from the state is restricted in some way. You can only use it for certain things.
And if we're going to continue to grow and continue to be better at what we do and provide more opportunities and new experiences for our students, it means that we have to continue to put in the resources that you need to do that.
It happens here. People always walk in, what do you need? What do you want to do? What's the real way that you want this school to grow? What can you do for our kids? And then they support you in every way.
To be a great school system, it takes more resources.
If our parents and our community were not committed to us being the crown jewel of this city, we would not be able to offer the courses, the activities, the number of athletic teams.
If you're going to have a quality school system, the most important piece in any system is the people who work there, number one. But you also have to make sure that the staff members, we can hire quality staff members, and we also have to make sure that we're able to give them the tools that they need to be successful.
The San Marino Schools Foundation provides funds that help us hire many more teachers in our school district. If we did not have that, we would have about 3 classes per grade as opposed to 4 or 5 classes at each grade.
It'd be huge, when you think about it, because you think one teacher doesn't make that much difference at a grade, but it makes a huge difference when you have 3 classrooms instead of 4 classrooms to distribute 100 students.
The teachers would have probably about 1/3 more students in their class to be responsible for. What is lost is that connectedness and the relationships between the teacher and each child, and the teacher and the class, the group of learners. And that is so important, and it's in some ways a real gift that we give to the children to have that connectedness with their teachers.
Beyond class size, it would mean less one-to-one time with teachers and students, less ability for us to meet with parents, the less ability for us to write, because assessing writing takes a lot of time. You'd see a lot more just read the book, take a multiple choice test, because you'd be managing so much rather than teaching. In general, you're going to see a lot more behavior problems. It's just the way it is. You have less connection with kids. We focus a lot on the academics. We talk a lot about academics and education, but really education's about relationships that build on emotion, and emotion means learning. One bad year of schooling can have 3 to 4 years effect on a kid.
We have 56 teachers on staff right now, and fully 20% of those currently certificated teachers are funded through our foundation. The bigger issue is loss of program. The school day at a high school is filled with wonderful opportunities for students. Only because our community supports us are we able to bridge the gap between state funding, which is adequate for basic education, and the education we are able to provide, which is extraordinary. We would not be the school we are today without the assistance of the foundation and the generosity of our community. We just couldn't do it without you.
Once you start reducing teaching, then you've got to reduce in other areas, and it snowballs. It's like one thing after the other, and this becomes the quality of the educational program just gets reduced.
Here, that's a problem. We're going to solve it, and we can only do that because we have such a powerful foundation. Without that support, most of the big problems, you just have to say, well, this is all we can do. But with this foundation, you can say, we can do more. We can do it better. Let's get to work and let's figure it out. The great part about a foundation is it's unrestricted funds. You can use it for whatever you need to hit that high mark that you want. Think of your dollar and your minute as a lifetime investment in your community and your kids.
We have resources, we have great kids, parent support, a foundation that looks out for us and supplies us with resources. There is just no excuse.
We're all connected, so across the district, we would be in serious, dire condition without the ongoing support of the school's foundation. Every year is a new year. Every year with the school foundation is another year, and we want to continue to offer the high quality programs, but more than that, we want to get better. We want to grow and improve and continue to be the best school district in the state of California.
Get involved in the PTA, commit to your Ed Foundation, go for the parcel tax. All of those together build the school. You remove one of them, you're going to have a huge effect. Whichever one it is, it's going to have a huge effect. Every moment and every dollar that you invest this year has a long-term effect on your child and the community as a whole. And it's increasingly important for us to keep that long view, not just a short-term view.
We need everyone's support of the school's foundation in whatever families are able to donate and whenever during the school year they're able to donate. I think that's critical for the ongoing success of our schools.
Thank you, San Marino. Thank you for your support.